All right, warrior. Welcome. How to cure erectile dysfunction naturally and permanently? This is the question, and I see dads taking two paths. You can either take the quick fix and take pills like Viagra, which has side effects, and consequently you can develop other diseases, which I don't think that this is the smart way to go about it. Or you can find out the root cause of the issue. And this is exactly what we are going to be talking today inside of this quick presentation. Now, please keep in mind that to cure erectile dysfunction naturally and permanently, there is several things to be taken into consideration. I want to give you 3 for you to start thinking about today and implementing in your life. You ready to do this? Okay, so number 1, porn and masturbation. All right, so number 1, porn and masturbation, okay? Fasting, what is that? Well, the word that we live, I know that we tend as men to go for the quick rush, right? Porn is everywhere, right? We have access easily on our cell phones, on our computer. And what happens when we watch too much porn? It's kind of like fast food, junk food for your brain. The way this works when we are eating too much fast food is actually our body, our brain gets disassociated like from real food and doesn't really recognize anymore. And that's why sometimes like real food doesn't taste good anymore, because you are so addicted to having junk food in your diet that, well, these are chemically engineered to taste good. Therefore, you're going to be off. Que saco, velho. All right, tip number 1 is to go on a fasting related to porn and masturbation, okay? I know that this is very, very common among the dads nowadays, the men on our society, because it's just easily available. It's kind of like a rush for our brains, kind of like we have that, especially with porn. However, this is kind of like having fast food, junk food in your diet, okay? It's going to be giving you that quick pleasure. However, what's going to be starting to happen is actually your brain is going to be disassociated from real food when talking about the diet specifically. And you're going to be, real food doesn't taste good anymore. The same way here, when you are watching too much porn or even masturbating too much, you're going to be seeing like regular sex is not the same anymore. And what can happen is that, well, erectile dysfunctional now, because you need that rush, you need that visual that comes from especially porn. So my recommendation, and I know this is going to be hard if you have been watching and doing this a lot, go on a fast at least for 30 days and let the results tell you, okay? Let the results show you what's going to be happening to your erectile dysfunction, okay? So that's the first tip that I have for you: porn and masturbating, fasting. Now the second tip is related to inflammation, okay? If you're having problem with erectile dysfunction, it's very likely that your body is going through inflammation, which is an epidemic. We are all going through these bombarded things related to inflammation, and inflammation, there is so many ways, so many things to be said. I want to give you some quick tips inside of this video to decrease inflammation, okay? The first 2 is actually related to nutrition, okay? So there is 2 things, I call this the devils, that you have to be avoiding as much as you can so that you can actually decrease the inflammation. Devil number 1 is added sugar, okay? Can be natural sugar, artificial sugar, it doesn't really matter. They all have the same effect, which is inflammation. And I don't have to tell you how bad sugar is for your diet, you know that. So make sure that you start to read the ingredients list, make sure that you're eating real food so that you can avoid added sugar. So that's devil number 1. Devil number 2 is one that almost nobody is paying attention, and these are vegetable oils, okay, or just kitchen oils like canola oil, sunflower, cottonseed, corn. There is so many that you can find on the kitchen, on your own kitchen right now. Go there and just trash everything. And also on restaurants. That's why it's dangerous to be eating all the time on restaurants that you don't know exactly what types of the kitchen oils that they use. Okay, so that's the devil number 2, vegetable oils. Decrease that and your inflammation is going to be going down for sure. And 2 more things here related to lifestyle in terms of inflammation is stress and sleep. Okay, I talk about this inside of the Dads on Fire project a lot. Super important to be controlling your stress levels and also to be getting good quality sleep on a day-to-day basis. Quick tips related to this: stress management. Learn to say no to a lot of things. Just by saying no to a bunch of drama, you're going to be decreasing your stress. Also managing, finding some like a specific activity that you like to manage your stress. Things like going on a walk, meditating, just going on nature, whatever it is that's going to be releasing stress from your life. Okay, do that. And for sleep, there is so many steps. I actually have 14 steps to sleep like a baby inside of the project. Now I want to give you one quick tip to sleep better. Get sun exposure. Right now here it's beautiful daylight, especially in the morning when you wake up. Okay, that's going to be helping you to produce more melatonin in the evening when your body wants to go to bed. So get sun exposure, light exposure, natural on your face, especially once you wake up. Okay, it's going to be helping you to sleep better. So that's quick tips related to how to decrease inflammation. Now with that, when we are decreasing the inflammation, actually what's going to be happening is number 3, we are going to be also increasing our blood flow. Because if you want to cure erectile dysfunction naturally and permanently, we have to go to the root cause, which is blood flow. Simple as that. You're not having the blood flow running the way it should. So let me give you 2 things for you to start doing, practical steps, practical knowledge that you can implement in your life starting today. Number 1 is related to movement, exercise. Super important. If you want to have more blood flow going, you have to be moving your body. No question about this. We live into this sedentary lifestyle, most of us, so make sure that you're moving your body. And I don't want to even go into exercise like specifically things like going to the gym and like all of that. Things that we usually talk when the exercise topic comes to place. I just want you to move your body today. Just stand up from the desk, stand up from the couch, go for a walk. Just move your ass. That's all you have to do to get the blood flowing going again. Okay, so that's tip number 1, movement, super important. And tip number two, inside of increasing your blood flow, is cold showers, cold thermogenesis. Okay, super helpful. The way I do this, particularly in my life, is when I'm going to take my shower, what I do is I take 10 seconds or 20 seconds hot shower and then 20 seconds cold. 20 hot, 20 cold, and I keep going through this, rotating, and that's going to be using this cold thermogenesis effects. Of course, there is a bunch of other tips that you could do it. You could be going on a bathtub full of ice. You can just throw cold water on your face. You can go on a walk on a cold place. I mean, there is so many things. The easiest one that I found is actually to take cold showers. So that's going to be helping you as well with increasing your blood flow. And once you do these 3 things, I promise you're going to be starting to cure erectile dysfunction naturally and permanently. Now, of course, there is much more things to be said, especially if you're trying to get rid of the dad bod forever. If you're here, probably you want. So if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for a real solution, I would highly encourage you to go to the link right below in the description of this presentation. Click there. There is a special training for you to how to get rid of the dad bod forever in just 81 days. Or just go to my website, brazilianhealthnut.com. You can get this free video presentation, this free training, and learn really what are the 3 pillars that you need to have in your life to get rid of the dad bod forever. Until then, make sure to apply this to how to cure erectile dysfunction naturally and permanently. porn, masturbating, fasting, decreasing inflammation with the tips that we talk, and also increasing the blood flow. You are on your way to do this. Take action. Let me know your comments. Send me a message, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Take action so that you can become a Dads on Fire. Have an amazing day. Peace.